When I say I do not miss drinking alcohol, I mean it. To me, alcohol is the most addictive, the most dangerous drug on the planet, and despite drinking this stuff for 10 years, I feel zero desire to ever go back. And don't get me wrong, during the decade of me drinking alcohol, I had tried to stop hundreds of times. I've been to AA, I've tried stopping on my own, I've just gritted through it, but now I can safely say that it's almost like all the desire has left me. Like I can be around people that drink and I feel no pull towards it anymore, but I used to. So today in this video, I'm going to unpack 7 reasons why I don't miss drinking alcohol at all. And just before we get into the video, if you actually want my personal help stopping drinking in the Sober Clear program, where we work with business owners and professionals and help them reframe the way that they view alcohol without AA or therapy or rehab, there's no guilt, no shame, nothing like that. It's a totally different way of doing things. Please click the link in the description and you can book a call. In the program, firstly, we help you reframe the way you view alcohol, but then we really focus on building a better life, better health, better relationships. It's all focused on building rather than going to the past and beating you up. We've done enough of that. So if you want details, you can go to soberclear.com or just go ahead and click the link in the description to book a call. So now let's get back into the video. The first reason why I don't miss alcohol is because I have changed my perception. I've built a completely new worldview, a new paradigm where I see alcohol for what it is. When I look at alcohol, I don't see a beautiful drink in a nice glass, a tasty wine, a refreshing cocktail. I don't see that anymore. I used to. I used to see sophistication. I used to buy into this illusion and this idea that this was a good thing. Do you know what I see now? Poison. Neat ethanol. Well, it's not neat ethanol, right? Because it's diluted with a bunch of sugar and stuff like that to mask the taste of this disgusting thing, but that's all I see. And when I really ask myself, if I think about, okay, what would happen if I drink that? I don't see enjoyment. I see nothing but pain. I see myself looking in the mirror 6 months later going, how have I done this again? Crying. Reflect back to when I was borrowing money off my family because I had no cash. I see alcohol for what it is. I don't buy into this idea, this bullshit idea that alcohol is a good thing anymore. So that's the first reason why I don't miss drinking alcohol. The second reason why I don't miss drinking alcohol is because as soon as I stopped drinking just under 5 years ago, what I did is instead of going to the past, instead of seeing a therapist, right? Maybe I needed a therapist. I don't know, but I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't make amendments to people. I didn't sit in meetings. All I did after stopping drinking was decide, okay, what do I want and who do I want to be? And once I got clarity on that, I just put everything into this. What I did instead of making stopping drinking the focus of my life and making it this big deal is I changed my perception and then immediately went into building a better future, right? Just went all in, tried to become the best person I could be. And I'm telling you, this way, rather than in 6 months' time feeling worse than you did when you stopped drinking, things just keep getting better and better. So instead of feeling guilt and shame about the bad things that I've done in the past, because trust me, I've done some things that I'm not so proud of, but if I focus on that, I don't feel good. I feel worse. Instead, what I did is I built a better life for myself, which meant that I could then become somebody of, well, we'll come into that later on in the video because it goes a bit deeper than this. But the third reason why I don't miss drinking alcohol is because I'm now a man of my word. And that sounds a little bit cringy to say, but what I mean by being a man of my word is that the amount of times I have told my friends, my family, the people close to me in my life that I'm stopping drinking and then broken that promise. I've done it so many times. What do you think that does to somebody's self-esteem when they're waking up hungover after 6 months without drinking? Life was going well. Everyone's proud of you. And then nursing a hangover thinking, how did I get here again? What do you think that does to a person? And when I made that commitment 5 years ago, and stuck to it, how much better do you think I feel? Self-esteem goes up and up and up. Self-confidence goes up and up and up. I told people I'm going to do something and I followed through. I made a commitment and I stuck to it. Do you know what happens when you do something like that? It spills outside to different areas of your life. You make a commitment to don't drink, you do it, you believe in yourself more. You start to develop a better relationship with yourself. You start to trust yourself, which means you make commitments in other areas of your life. With your relationship, with your health. That belief in myself got me to book a one-way ticket to Thailand, to Chiang Mai, to go and start an online business. I didn't know I'd be doing this. It was almost luck that I started soberclear.com and started working with people, helping them do what I did. I didn't know I'd be doing this, but it just so happened that I did. But it was because I trusted myself. I trusted myself to move to a new country, to start something new, to almost start a new life. I knew it would work out as long as I didn't drink. Fourth reason why I don't miss drinking alcohol is because I don't feel regret, shame and guilt anymore. Like those emotions dominated my life. I'm not joking, dominated my life. I remember the shame of going into work with a hangover. And I wouldn't tell people I'd be hungover, but if somebody said, you all right? Yeah, of course I'm fine. Going to the toilet and then feeling my insides hurting, sat on the toilet because I've got a bad tummy. It was embarrassing. Young man in the world, just drinking alcohol, escaping life. And I knew that even when I drank, right, I knew in my heart that what I was doing was ridiculous, but I kept doing it. Now I don't drink. Those emotions, they're gone. I don't feel that way at all anymore. That's damn awesome, right? Now, the fifth reason, and the thing that I wanted to come back to before, is that I've become somebody more valuable. And I don't want to sound like cocky or anything like that, but when I drank alcohol, I wasn't a very valuable person. And when I say that, I mean, okay, at my core, I was valuable, but I didn't really have skills. I didn't really have things that were useful for other people. I wasn't very valuable to other people. You know, I didn't have like finances to look after my family. I didn't have skills, so if I met somebody new and, you know, they were struggling with something, I couldn't help them. I wasn't spending time studying or reading, so, you know, I was fickle. My friends couldn't rely on me. But when I stopped drinking, I became somebody more valuable to other people. And that's amazing, because when you develop skills and you become somebody that's more stable and positive, people want to be around you. It's almost like you start attracting better things into your life. Well, that was my experience, but it was an amazing thing. Which leads me to the sixth reason. Mornings are completely different now. You know, instead of waking up and standing in the shower with like rubbing the sleep out of my eyes thinking, what happened last night? Just wake up, get out of bed, maybe go to the gym, drink a coffee with my girlfriend. Just get up and get on with it. Which leads me to the seventh and final thing. When you don't drink alcohol, your relationships are better than ever. If you're spiritual, that could mean your relationship with God. If you've got a family, it could mean the relationship with your spouse, with your children, and maybe your parents, your cousins, your aunties. It can spill out to everybody. But most importantly, you develop a better relationship with yourself. And I promise you one thing, it won't get worse. Stopping drinking never gets worse. Life will just keep getting better and better and better. Will there be hard days? 1000% yes. But provided that you don't drink, progress will just slowly and steadily keep going up.